As the first vehicle manufacturer in the world, Volvo now shows the way to CO2-neutral road transport.
This is the way that the transport sector can help in converting us into a more carbon dioxide-free environment.
The Volvo engineers have succeeded in modifying the traditional diesel engine to run on several renewable fuels, both gaseous and liquid.
Sure. In fact, we have one of these engines running on biogas and biodiesel. The efficiency of the diesel is the same regardless of the fuel. I mean, it's a diesel cycle efficiency.
Acknowledging the climate change, increased energy demand and a decline in finite resources, Volvo demonstrates 7 different fuels, all of them renewable. Biodiesel, synthetic diesel, DME, methanol, ethanol, biogas, biogas and biodiesel, hydrogen and biogas. But even though the trucks and engines exist, most of the fuels are not yet readily available.
So far I haven't heard anything that says there's a timetable and a schedule and an economy associated with it that they will put it into production in a big way.
According to the Stern report, road transport counts for 10% of CO2 emissions globally. For Tony Gretzler, the Vice President of Advanced Engineering at Volvo Powertrain North America, there is no way around renewable fuels if you really want to reduce CO2 emissions.
If you burn a gallon of diesel fuel, you get 22-point-something pounds of CO2. Doesn't matter what else you do, there's no way to change that. That's chemistry. So what you can change then is, where do you get the carbon that goes in the fuel? If you can take it from the atmosphere to begin with and put it back in the atmosphere, now you have a possibility to reduce or eliminate the CO2 added to the atmosphere.
This is a big change, and what I'm arguing for here is to have fuels available locally, but also longer term, long haulage, that are coming from biomass rather than fossil fuels.
Leif Johansson, the CEO of the Volvo Group, is convinced that climate change is a fact and acknowledges that the company as a vehicle manufacturer is part of the problem. Volvo now shows that they are also part of the solution.
I think the argument that it's so overwhelming sometimes becomes destructive and counterproductive. Let's look instead what we can do. We have now trucks that can run on 7 different fuels. If they are locally available, we can sell trucks to those fuels.
Absolutely. It's a way to put pressure on the fuel suppliers and the governments, because no one of us can do it alone.
But we think the timing is now. We have a situation where public awareness and political awareness have gone up dramatically on how the transport sector can contribute to lower carbon dioxide emission.
So the message here is, we'll make the trucks if you tell us what's the roadmap for the fuel. We can be ready if the rest of the industry is ready, but we can't do it alone.